Marvel Studios is doing the best it can in regards to damage control for the upcoming movie, The Marvels, which is coming out November 10th. It was originally supposed to be just a Captain Marvel 2 sequel, but then they decided to bring Monica Rambeau and Miss Kamala Khan into the fray, I guess to help it, because we all know that Brie Larson isn't really the most well-received MCU actress out there. In fact, some people find her quite unsufferable. Now, if you look at the trailer that just dropped just the other day, it's already mass dislike bomb. I mean, this movie is going to probably do terrible, just like all the other MCU projects in recent times. They are getting absolutely roasted for the Marvels. It's so bad that Disney is sending Miss Marvel as a series to ABC in the month of August to get people to watch the Marvels. And we all know what I thought about Ms. Marvel. I thought Ms. Marvel was probably the worst series that had come out of Disney Plus in quite some time. I had absolutely no interest in watching it. And this seems to be a growing, I guess, feeling amongst people that were always following the MCU, is that now it's focusing on identity politics, social commentary, and all this other bullshit that is for modernized audiences instead of staying true to the source material. I even touched on it with the upcoming X-Men 97, where people are like, don't you know, Eric, X-Men 97 and X-Men is supposed to be about identity. Yeah, for the fictional characters, dumbasses, not for the director who's gay or African American or some kind of transgender or whatever the fucking actor is. It's not supposed to be based on their fucking experiences. It's based on the source material, the social commentary that was in the original X-Men. All right? How hard is that? Well, anyways, people aren't too happy. Back to the Marvels about this movie for various reasons. I think they need to just pull the Band-Aid off already and get this movie out and released and let it bomb, because there's no salvage in it. No matter how hard you're going to try with getting Ms. Marvel on ABC, for whatever reason, they decided to do that because nobody watched it on Disney Plus. Just like Secret Invasion is now going to be showing on Hulu because nobody's watching it on Disney Plus. Disney's in damage control mode, guys, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Phase 4 of the MCU had its fair share of problems, like beyond. And we're gearing up for Phase 5, which is already underway, and things are not looking too good. Disney's literally bleeding money. They're losing ratings. People are unsubbing. The mighty have definitely fallen in regards to Marvel Studios. They got tons of box office flops and TV shows on Disney Plus that are gathering dust. Echo is going to be released all at once instead of the drip feed because they know nobody's going to want to watch that. But the main, I guess, feedback and criticism of the Marvels is this girl power thing. And it's not because we're sexist and we're chauvinistic pigs and all this and that, but it's a mishmash of characters that nobody really gives a crap about. I don't give a shit about Captain Marvel. They ruined her. Like, she has all these huge, strong powers, but in the MCU, you know, they fucked it up. Kamala Khan, don't really care about that. The only one that I really even like is Monica Rambeau to an extent, because I thought her character development was great in WandaVision, which was a great, probably one of my most favorite Disney Plus series that came out. WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier. But then after that, they kind of started to decline. Now I snooze through every episode, but it seems like Marvel's forgotten about their fans, the people they should be consulting. There's so many amazing characters in the comics that I don't understand why they're deciding to skip over some of them and change and make changes that just are not. It's kind of like they're playing a strange game with the audience, with its own history, a game of hide and seek with its history. Now, Entertainment Weekly did an interview recently with the Marvels and the characters, and it seems to all but confirm our fears from it. It's going to be as cringeworthy as we expect. I'm still going to go out and watch it, unfortunately, because I have that hope that every time I watch something, it's not going to be as bad as what I hear it. And yeah, this movie, The Marvels, is going to be filled with identity politics, female representation, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? As long as it's done right, as long as it's well written, as long as the characters are real strong female characters that are beyond the, oh, look, it's female. You know what I mean? Like, write them to have good personalities, write them to be good moral compasses. Like, don't make the only shining, I guess, light of a character's, oh, they're female. That's why you should cheer them. You know what I mean? Like, actually make them worthwhile. Make them somebody that we can give a fuck about. All right? And this is being touted and advertised as the first female-led Marvel film. It's like, no shit. We've noticed that. And that's why every time you see a tweet or a trailer or something marketing it, it's getting fucking roasted. And they're basically begging us, please, please, please accept this. And something tells me this movie's not going to be breaking any records. I bet you Sound of Freedom is going to make more money than Captain Marvel will. And yeah, it's all about girl power and breaking glass ceilings and showcasing a bunch of strong, powerful women in the MCU. Like, we get it, all right? You're all about empowering women. Can we move the fuck on that? Let's tell some good fucking stories for once. Let's make the MCU great again. For God's sakes, please. Let's just do it again. I mean, again, we got Monica Rambeau in there, who I feel did a great job in WandaVision, and I like her character. Each of these characters in the Marvels have a diverse background. We got African American, a Muslim, and we also have Carol Danvers, who's Miss America Air Force person. But I don't know. Brie Larson definitely has her fair share of critics, and a lot of people are like, oh, she's turned a new leaf. I doubt it. I doubt it. When this movie bombs, she's absolutely 110% going to blame every male Marvel fan that's out there for the reason why it bombs. That's why. And oh, the excuse that I always hear is, oh, this isn't made for you. It's made for females and this young demographic. But yeah, they will quickly shift the blame to the people that didn't go watch it. If it's not made for me, why do you fucking point the finger is what I want to know. Instead of catering to a broader audience, they always want to have these weird stories that give social commentary. Nobody wants that. We want a great story. We want memorable characters. We want a film that knocks our socks off in our pants and our underwear as well. I don't think it's too much to ask, to be completely honest. Now, there's a huge budget that's behind the Marvels. They already got the toys at McDonald's now, even though this comes out in November. It's because it was delayed. It was delayed. This was supposed to already come out, like, what, twice? The movie's been delayed. They've had reshoots. It's not a good sign. It's a red fucking flag, despite Disney's efforts to damage control the MCU now by slowing down projects and delaying stuff indefinitely and doing changes to the release schedule. Just pull the Band-Aid off and let this come out already, all right? They're not going to make the budget back on this. I don't think it's going to be a smashing success at all. In fact, I think this is going to be one of the bigger failures, and it's going to get blamed on men. That's what's going to happen because this is a female-led MCU project. No disrespect to the ladies either, by the way. No disrespect, but the way that Marvel's been approaching marketing this and stuff, it honestly looks like the best thing about this movie is that Samuel L. Jackson is in it. But even then, I've lost hope because Secret Invasion has been such a horrible fucking show that I can't get behind it. And there's just something that they need to fail more. I think they need to completely bomb with the Marvels in order to make everything else going forward much better. I mean, what else is completed at this point? Echo, Loki Season 2 is probably done. They're currently filming Brave New World for Captain America. I feel that if this movie bombs and Captain America bombs, Marvel Studios is in big trouble. And I don't know if they could fix it because they're so fixated on this whole situation. This writer's strike is going to fuck everything else up. Deadpool's rumored to have fan service, but how good is that even going to be? I think the mighty have absolutely fallen. And man, I really just wanted to sit here and give my thoughts because that new trailer for the Marvels is getting completely roasted to the point where it's like, I couldn't even imagine what Marvel Studios is thinking behind closed doors, especially Disney. They have to be panicking right now. Absolutely 110%. Let me know your thoughts on the Marvels. Are you going to be checking it out? And I'll see you in the next one.